All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, Phil Rogues? It's Maskmare here, and welcome in for what's going to be a doozy of massive, what seems to be a massive game change to Phasmophobia in regards to everything that I've seen for the patch notes. Is that we, take a look at the Eventide update. So for those who don't know exactly what this update's about, one of the main points to it is that it adds in a new map, which is Point Hope. It's the lighthouse map that's been hinted at in some of the other stages of the game for quite a while. And the devs had already said that, they were bringing this in, and they finally did it, not long ago, back around, June 25th. That's when they did the update. So originally, I thought we were going to have, a full group for this tonight, but as far as I know, it's just going to be me, Amber 17, and Rocket Nachos. But yeah, personally, I want to read off everything that this update entails, but just to kind of show you guys exactly what's going on here, yeah, I mean, it stops right there. But yeah, there's a lot that, has come with this update. I don't think they actually changed over the farmhouses yet, because they originally were supposed to be, doing something in regards to, they were going to, make some changes to the farmhouse maps, I guess, to make them, more, fun. I mean, they're not bad. It's just, the farmhouse maps are, very dark. I know, that's supposed to be how it is, for a lot of, the stages, the maps anyway. But it's just the farmhouses don't really seem like they really stand out too much. And they're supposed to be doing, a whole bunch of, changes to those. I guess they haven't really implemented them yet. I would like to kind of read off some of this, but before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and start getting, get Amber and Joe in here. So I've already got the room set up. Invite code's right here. I'm going to go ahead and post this in Gilded. So let me see. Because I guess we're going to try to use the in-game voice, and if it doesn't work, we'll just, All right, I'll put in the Phasmophobia group thing over here. So, okay. All right, so hopefully they know where to look for that. 'Cause, I mean, I know Amber's probably watching the stream, so she knows where it is. But yeah, I'm gonna probably like at least read off a little bit of it, you know, in regards to the patch notes, because there are like a lot of changes, not just to the it's not just Point Hope that was added. This also includes like a lot of changes to like the upgrade system in regards to like, you know, the leveling and EXP and everything. And also they changed like a lot of the made some changes to the like to the gear as well. Like hear Amber's mic. I don't know if she can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, at least hers is working. Hopefully Joe's is going to work. We're not going to have any audio issues this time. But, yeah. Trying to stay hydrated.
Even better about the controller.
Well, I know they made, like, some definite changes. And, like, I don't know. But at the very least, while we're getting him in here, we're going to go ahead and, like, you know, read some of this off. I mean, and they even also have, like, another post thing they've done here. So they also have, like, another one they did, like, actually just yesterday. They added, like, they changed some other stuff and everything. We'll get that in a second. I'll read, like, the entirety of that one because you guys can see that's not really that long. But, and it says right here. I'll actually kind of, like, let y'all, like, I'll do it like this right here. So, for the Eventide update, and I'll put, like, a link, I'll put, like, a timestamp in the description of the stream so you guys go and skip on past it. Because then I've also got, like, a link to this very thing, you know, like, this very, you know, patch update or whatever, you know, for you guys to go and check it all out for yourself if you want to. So you can go just skip past, go to the gameplay and read like all this later if you want. But anyways, welcome back. We got an update for you. Due to the size of this update, we have given it the number of version number of V0.10. Even though the roadmap originally planned different content for that version number, the following updates planned in the roadmap will instead have increased version numbers, but the content order of updates remains the same. Point Hope. Point Hope was recently refurbished by a young family seeking something unique to call home. I bet they got it. You'll be welcomed by a modern extension, complete with a hallway, closets, and downstairs bathroom, before entering to the lighthouse's main living room. It sounds like they're trying to sell the place to us. Decorated with nautical knickknacks, you'll be faced with spiral staircases and round rooms, a first for ghost hunters. This new location features 10 floors, 12 rooms, and a unique layout which will challenge players in new ways. You'll have to use different techniques for some of those pesky ghost abilities while playing on lower evidence game modes. Unlocks level 15. But I've already checked, we already got access to it. I mean, plus, you know, me and, like, we're at, like, above level 15 anyway. Progression. Mm-hmm. Several progression and equipment items have been adjusted based on community feedback. Player leveling and rewards. The required XP to level from 1 to 100 has been reduced by around 10%, making leveling faster. So it's not like enough to really like break the game per se, but it makes it easier, I guess, like on those of us like, you know, myself who don't play this every day, just like plays it only usually when we stream it. Players can now level up to 9,999 for each prestige. The required experience needed to level up between 999 and 9,999 will increase every level. Sunny Meadows Restricted is now categorized as a medium location. Increased rewards for correctly identifying the ghosts in medium-large locations. Medium from 125 to 150, large from 150 to 200. Dots. Now, this is what I was interested in really reading, because this actually, you know, is, you know, about the items. Dots. Tier 1's light range has been increased. Tier 3's scanning effect can now be paused by interacting with it while it's rotating. EMF. Now, this is something I'm really happy about with this one, because this one kind of okey-doked us quite a few times. Tier 1's needle will no longer flicker near or past the 5 value during events and hunts to stop confusion with evidence. Because there was multiple times it went up there near 5, and we thought we actually got EMF, and it wasn't EMF. Tier 3's EMF 5 reading now plays a unique sound. That kind of concerns me. Firelight. Increase the visible light intensity and range for both Tier 1 and 2. Tier 1 duration increased from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Tier 2 duration increased from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Firelights and igniters will now be extinguished accurately in heavy rain. For example, they will no longer be extinguished under house porches and inside small tents. Headgear. Customizable keybind has been added to the controls page for turning on and off headgear. Turning headgear 1 on and off now will play different sounds to help know which state the equipment is in. While within range of a ghost event or hunting ghost, Tier 3 will now have visual interference. All tiers now play a new sound. Parabolic microphone. Tier 1's red light will now flicker when a sound is detected. Tier 3's can now receive sounds one floor above or below the player using it, with new UI to show which floor the sound is coming from. You now have to hold parabolic microphones to turn them on or off. Thermometer. Holding down the use button while holding a thermometer 2 or 3 will now continuously update instead of having to restart after each reading. So that doesn't really apply to us, just like I don't think we actually got that one yet. There's like a lot of these that don't apply to us because we only have like Tier 2 for some things. Tier 1 now has a randomization to make it consistent with other tiers. Tier 3 hold time has been reduced to 2.5 from 3 seconds. Tier 3 randomization has been reduced to make it more accurate. Tripods and video cameras. Now this is probably going to make me a little mad. Ghosts will now throw video cameras more consistently. Tripod 1 knockdown chance increased from 20 to 30%. Tripod 2 knockdown chance increased from 10 to 20. Standing medication. Tier 1 Tier 1 restoration time is decreased to 20 seconds from 30 seconds. Tier 2 restoration time is increased from 10 to 10 seconds from 20 seconds. Tier 3 will now instantly refill your sprint endurance in addition to keeping it full for 10 seconds. So it means like basically for 10 seconds we get infinite. We can sprint infinitely. So if we actually hold on to that where it goes chasing us, we can actually outrun
the jokes about that we can't run. Now we can run.
Yeah. Sound sensors. Mute buttons have been added to each sound sensor's truck UI. Spirit box. Small. Yeah, I don't know if I actually want to really try to read all this. I'm just trying to read like the main stuff. All right, Spirit box, small environment lights such as lamps must now also be turned off to receive response. So we now actually turn off lamps and everything too. But it makes it more accurate, understandably. You now must hold the Spirit box to use it with text-based voice recognition. UV lights. Tier 1 and 2 have been swapped for better progression during leveling. See, I noticed that one too. They made it where for some reason the flashlight, the UV light, is like Tier 1 now, while the light stick, the glow stick, is actually Tier 2. It's kind of a weird one. Hell, I didn't know he was here. But anyways, yeah, I was like looking, I just kind of glanced over.
He just popped in.
Okay. Optimization. We drastically improve the performance of several areas of the game, which will result in fewer stutters, higher FPS, and quicker loading time, especially on low-end machines. The number of fixes optimizations would be too many to list. You already listed a lot here. Has been too many for me to list, but the following have received the biggest adjustments: photo and video cameras, shadows, the weather and sky effects, UI, physics, audio, reflections. Textures and shaders now stream to the GPU to significantly reduce VRAM and RAM usage. That sounds pretty cool in itself right there. Tent doors claw system has been completely overhauled to increase performance. I mean, considering all the times we've actually started trying to close the stupid things, I hope they fix that too. All right, training. I'm not really worried about the training. Reading about that. Because I obviously we're past that point. You guys, like, if you're playing into the game, you obviously can just kind of read this for yourselves. But I'm not really gonna worry about displaying the training. There's only a few things. New ID card badges can now be unlocked. Lighthouse Keeper, correctly identify the ghost on Point Hope 50 times in a difficulty. Apocalypse Bronze, identify the ghost, take a ghost photo, and complete all jets on Sunny Meadows with difficulty multiplier 6 or higher. Apocalypse Silver, Sunny Meadows with difficulty multiplier 10 or higher. Gold, difficulty multiplier 15. They can have it. If you have already completed any of the Apocalypse challenges, you will need to complete a single game of any kind to receive your new ID card rewards. Players can now carry an igniter in addition to 3 other items. So, yeah. Apparently going by this, it's in a way we get 4 slots, I think is what they're saying, but one of them has to be an igniter.
Yeah.
No, non-VR players can only carry 1 igniter at a time, similar to flashlights. Igniters have their own slot in the VR belt, which when placing a Tier 1 igniter in this slot, you won't be able to remove it again until all matches have been drawn. Unlock a new reward that is not tied to leveling up will now show a pop-up on the mission summary screen. Ghost Riding books can now play new sounds when closed. Added Kate and Catherine to possible for Ghost first names. Hi, Kate and Catherine. Ghosts can now leave a single fingerprints on a small lamps and TV remotes in all locations. So we can watch the fingerprints and lamps, watch 4 fingerprints on lamps and remotes. All right, changes to equipment. You can no longer... I'm about to just read the whole damn thing. Screw it, just to get it out of the way.
People are going to be hunting down the TV remotes.
All right, changes, equipment. You can no longer...
just messing with friends.
You can no longer swap inventory slots when taking a photo. Remove flashlights from hide and seek stream as they were disabled from settings. Deja Vu Wiggly now has UV T1 instead of T2 to keep it as a flashlight. Glow in Dark Wiggly now has T2 instead of T1 to keep it as a glow stick. Asking the Ouija board bone location questions will now drain 20 sanity down from 50 due to bone rewards not being included in the reward multiplier. Light in the sunny circle candle will now instantly in the setup phase. Well, shit. Ghosts. Non-ghost riding ghosts now close the book after throwing it. So we need to keep an eye out for that. So they can actually if it's one that won't write in the book, they'll just close the book outright. So that's something we need to look out for. So I'm reading some of this stuff because it's things that you guys can obviously things we need to look out for. Ghosts can no longer interact with already knocked down paintings. Shades can no longer blow out fire sources or write in ghost writing books if there's any player in the same room to keep their strength consistent. Improve the ghost ability to interact with closed doors. Improve Banshee AI targeting when they stalk a player. Oh, that's just great. I wish to see the ghost will now limit your vision after the ghost event instead of before to allow you to see the ghost. Increase the sanity drain on one of the ghost events to match other events. Of course, they didn't say what. All right. Environment, paranormal paparazzi, and hide and seek hide. Weekly challenges now take place in Point Hope. Drastically improves the sunrise visuals. I can't wait to see that. Turning on several light switches in a room, but not all, will now drain sanity at a reduced rate instead of the full sanity drain speed. All right. Props that don't move when hit with another prop will no longer play additional impact sound. Adjusted all weather's distant fog color for better blending with the horizon. Remove Point Hope teasers from all maps and lobby. Optimized assets across all maps. Load resolution for light cookies, flashlight, light shapes, etc. Increase resolution for skylight shadows. Move the green bowl and edge. What's the deal with the damn bowl now? Move the green bowl in Edgefield living room to help with the lamp interaction and new fingerprints. The Tanglewood utility room door can now be closed correctly by the ghost. Medium tint windows now have correct collision on both sides. Audio. Adjusted audio effects help identify if sounds are above or below you. That's going to be great. Sounds that are one floor above are bass boosted and muffled. Sounds that are one floor below will be more muffled and quiet. Sounds that are 2 floors below you or below will have more extreme effects and volume reduction. The heartbeat sound will no longer be altered by reverb or other audio effects. Audio levels for the ambient room tone and Ouija board have been remastered to bring them in line with other sounds. Reduce the volume of the writing sound for Ghost Writing Book 3. UI, difficulty, money, and prestige level of pop-ups have received new images. Improved color accuracy of several UI components. Yeah, we're going to fight the UI now. Increase the width of the scroll bars in the shot to make it easier for VR players. Several ID card titles have been renamed and shortened. Change interaction amount to the activity level and custom settings to better reflect what it does. Fixes. We're almost done with this, actually. Fixes. Player movement will no longer be affected by held equipment. Stamina recovery will correctly now start even if you are still holding down the sprint button but not moving. There's no longer a visual glitch where rapidly equipping and unequipping the headgear is one of the player models. You can now change your sprint mode while in a game in VR. Fix several areas where VR teleport movement cannot teleport to. Change your sprint mode to hold from toggle on PC. While sprint is toggled on, you will no longer keep your sprinting while pressing the sprint button. Remove the sprinting field of view increase due to graphical issue. Ghosts. Hanging paintings thrown by the ghost will no longer fall to the floor. We had that happen a couple times, didn't we, I swear I thought that happened. Or was it the Ghost Writing book went through the painting. The ghost and bone can no longer get stuck in several locations. Yuri can now use their ability on doors that are open at the start of the game. Demon and Banshee attempt to use their ability, but fail and will no longer add to the ability's use stat. So that means we won't actually know if they used it or not, I guess. Ghost will no longer keep throwing the same objects over and over and will instead choose more varied items within its interaction rate. Yeah, in other words, like times we've had the ghost throw tantrums. Because they didn't get what they wanted for dinner. Hide and seek extreme. Now correctly has 3 evidence instead of only 2. Ghost event player detection will no longer include dead players they didn't move after dying. Equipment. Motion sensor 2 and 3 detect sounds can now be heard consistently. Parabolic microphone 2 now displays the correct volume values. You can no longer get readings on the parabolic microphone when in the truck. I think we actually used that a couple times, but now we can't. I think one of us actually did it. Dots 1, 2, 1 UV light. I used it. Dots 1, we can't use it no more. Dots 1 UV light 2's light will no longer stop emitting when placed in some areas. Changing the sound sensor size in the truck now only changes the area of effect UI instead of the equipment UI. The parabolic microphone will no longer pick up sounds when in the truck. Didn't they just say that? They basically said that about the readings. They can't get sounds either. The EMF reader will now point the needle close to the EMF value instead of including the EMF values above and below it. You can no longer take multiple photos of the same EMF interaction by using the inventory to refresh the EMF spot. I know you could do that. That's kind of hilarious. All right, and it says right here, headgear 2 will no longer be detected by the ghost when on if flashlights are disabled in custom settings. An active parabolic microphone will no longer muffle your audio when picked up while holding another item. All sound sensor tiers and firelight tier 2 are now more stable when placed in VR. You can no longer light other players' instances by physically moving a fire source into it. I don't think I ever knew you could do that either. VR players can now consistently place a video camera on a tripod that is still attached to the truck wall. The Ouija board will no longer break when saying goodbye with 0 sanity. Crucifix 3 will now be fully used for all players after events a cursed hunt. Extinguished matches will no longer light other objects. You no longer need to swap hands between each tarot card and draw in VR. Grabbing, swapping players, the props or equipment in VR will no longer set the wrong hand position and rotation. Igniters can no longer be used if another player fully used up the fuel. Tripod 3 placement highlight is now visible when first placed. UI for text voice recognition will no longer get stuck in if another player grabs the Ouija board when you're using it. All motion and sound sensor map icons now accurately place size on the map. All right, these are the last few bits, guys. Then we'll be done. I mean, there is the other update, but there's nothing much to that either. Just trying to get all this out of the way so we know what's going on. You know, a lot of us are probably not even going to really notice it. All right, environment. The player and ghost will now correctly be detected when moving between different rooms and floors. This will make evidence gathering much more consistent. Sunny Meadows reverb sound effects will no longer turn off while moving around in certain rooms. Maple Lodge cabin window fingerprints will be visible again. Remove several locations where the ghost could get out of bounds in Sunny Meadows. What? Okay. I didn't know the ghost could actually do that. Remove the spot where the ghost could get stuck behind the generator in Camp Woodwind. That's kind of funny. The camping chair next to the lover's bench on Woodwind is no longer white. Okay. So that's just a random ass change. Oh, also we painted the chair. And all overhead tarps on Maple Campsite now have rain sounds. Reduced visibility of geometry seams where you can see the skybox in Sunny Meadows. Keys collected will now have the correct name in the journal. Window rain will no longer make things black when viewed from certain angles. All Brownstone High School windows and doors now have the correct fingerprint material. You can no longer place equipment in the gap under the cabin. Lights will no longer turn on if you turn them off during a flicker. Added skybox blockers to multiple areas of top tiny gaps in geometry that show the sky. Tanglewood, Edgefield, Ridgeview, Willow. Impact sounds will no longer play multiple times at once. UI, skip an animation when you level up more than once will no longer skip the previous levels. Unlock pop-ups. Challenge map names will now be correct. You can no longer complete the ghost photo objective when there is no space for photos in the journal. Y'all are up to something back there. I know you are. Known issues. Oh, boy. Deogen pathing can be inconsistent during hunts on Point Hope. Small items can occasionally fall through walls and floors in Point Hope. Interactions can sometimes repeat multiple times. MSAA will cause visual artifacts when dead. All right, so that's all that right there, guys. Then we got one more bit right here, which is not a whole lot. It's just this. So this is like the patch they just put out yesterday for Eventide. Version 0.10.0.1 changes. Move the game room's fire gates to stop an unattended guiding spot. Lights Out now has UV tier 3 instead of 1. Fixes. Fix several safe spots. Spray paint cans can now have impact sounds. You will no longer crash if you have a event badge set if you fail to connect to the Unity servers. Badges will no longer show the unlock pop-up again if you have already unlocked them. The tutorial can no longer be chosen as a challenge map. If you fail to receive your Apocalypse badge, you will now receive them after your next game. The TV in the Point Hope living room will no longer be required to be on to negate sandy drain. You can now pick up the parrot in VR on Point Hope. Placing a sound sensor in the closet and the Point Hope living room will now register as the correct room. You can now place sensors consistently on the blue rug to the Point Hope living room. The chess pieces in Point Hope now have the correct visuals when placing them. What? Players can no longer get stuck inside buckets. Some of these things are hilarious, just hearing them. Imagine like you get killed by a ghost because your foot got stuck in a bucket. Sounds are now audible on the correct floors in Bleasdale. Bleasdale high-end spots will now be blocked correctly. Bleasdale sound sensors, breakers, CCTV camera, and player icons will now be set to the correct floor. This has me wanting to go to Bleasdale, see if they actually did change anything in it. Remove Tanglewood's Point Hope riddle. Photo cameras no longer break when the journal is full. These photos are not counted towards objectives. Taking a photo of a phantom when the journal is full will now make it disappear. Firelight 3 interaction photo will now work. Igniters and firelights will no longer blow out in heavy rain. Heavy rain in the entry house and maintenance rooms of Point Hope. The wood burners in Point Hope will no longer blow out in heavy rain. Tapping the flashlight button will no longer sometimes fail to do anything. Tapping out will no longer turn off other players' thermometers. What? When reviving, players will now return to 4 equipment slots instead of 3. Next idea will include many more physics, including a swap over to a new voice chat system. All right. So that's all that, rogues. So now we're going to properly, get on into this now. I know that was like a lot of reading, but, also I know there's like those out there who probably, I read a little bit fast. Maybe, I kind of did that. And then maybe like want someone, like instead of wanting to read the patch notes, have someone actually, just read it to them. But I know I read a little bit fast, so apologies for that. But either way, I think what we're probably going to do here, starting off, Point Hope's right here. But we're going to do what we usually do when we ain't played this in a while. We're going to go to Tanglewood because we ain't played this in about 4 months. So... Also, Bean Boozled, if I get spooked, if a Bean Boozled challenge, I get spooked, I eat a bean. And also, of course, scare counter's on. And this time, compared to last time, I'm going to make sure I got my heart rate monitor on at the start. Because last time I played a horror game, when I was doing the classrooms the other day, I forgot to turn my heart rate monitor on. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that's addressed.
That game was terrifying.
Friggin' Sharon. Okay, so I think I noticed also, I swear this looks different here too. I think they might change like some of the levels where we get stuff. I mean, looking at this, I'm level 24, so the next thing I'm going to be getting is going to be the next photo camera. And after that, it'll be the the next spirit box. And then after that, we'll get when I get level 29, we get like, you know, a better dots projector. I think they might change like some of the stuff.
We just need to make sure that we equip the better versions of it versus the smaller or lower tiers.
Just trying to make sure I kind of remember this. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep the loadout the way it is.
At least setting up a loadout, like you don't really have to like fix it much. It's gonna set it and forget it.
Yeah, until I die and I ain't got most of this shit. But all right, we're not going to Point Hope just yet. Now we got to ease on back into it. All right, we're gonna still going on intermediate though. I think, guys. I think we're gonna now watch this. I'm gonna go in there and I'm getting dying first because of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll.
Hey, Squish, got it ready up.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get ready.
But yeah, I'm excited to get back into this. Okay. Russell Myers. Okay, he's a Myers.
Get set up before investigating. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason.
Yeah, I wish it would snow here, considering, you know, how hot it is.
Be able to use it to your advantage.
Oh, that would be great.
All right, so let's see here. Yeah, I think I forgot. And see, I forgot to switch it over. I just realized we'll use it next time. But I can swear I did it before. We don't have like the level. I've got the level 2 for the ghostwriting book. I guess I need to go back in and probably switch up my loadout. And oh my god, I might not even actually include like.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it next time. All right. So again, we're trying to get our catch our bearings. I'll take thermometer duty.
Yeah, I'm on EMF like usual for some reason.
Like she actually remembers what she did. I mean, I'm like right here. I'm gonna take. Let me check something. 'Cause I know like when they do
the thermometer though.
I know that usually whenever they update like a, I need to check something. Okay, for once they didn't actually change my resolution. Sometimes like, you know, with these games they change the resolution up on me when they get it when they do a big update. Okay, got my flashlight. But at least now going by what they said, as long as like, you know, okay, at least we got, I think, our updated, I don't know if that'd be liquid courage. Can't remember if it's actually a liquid now or not. All right, and we're going to, for me, I got like my flashlight, I got the thermometer. What are our optional objectives too while we're at it? Have a member of your team witness a ghost event, cleanse the area using incense, catch a photo of the ghost.
Have fun with the incense.
Well, I mean, I usually can get that one, no problem.
My daily task wants a spirit box response. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Okay, I'll get the book. I'll get the book.
The book.
I like how, like, I'm just suddenly, you know...
Snow would throw us off on the breath so much.
Yeah, that pissed me off, I remember. Like...
Ah, home sweet home.
Yep. Good old Tanglewood. Okay, I found the music box at least. Alright, found the cursed object. If anyone's got a camera, because I just want to leave that damn thing where it is. It's over here on like Nick.
Really smart idea.
Alright, let's see here. I think the temp's dipping in here. Yeah, it's definitely going down in here. It kind of stopped a little bit. I swear. All right, the temperature went down, then it went back up. Now, it might. All right, now, too early to tell with me as always. You know, I always like to jump the gun, but it is going down. Okay, I'm gonna leave this right here in the hallway. Looks like it might be a hot spot.
It's on my breath, but I know it's snow.
Because I can smell your breath. It's gagging me to death. I can't remember what country singer it was that did that damn song, but... Was it? I can't remember if it was Dierks Bentley or whatever his name was. No, I can't remember. Cletus T. Judd, I think, is who did that song. All right.
I'm seeing my breath like everywhere, so yeah, the snow still does the breath thing everywhere.
What? Fries are done, I guess? I heard the damn microwave. That sounded like the microwave. All right. Well, it can't hurt to check the kitchen. It's something happening there.
I thought I heard that.
Yep, and yep. Kitchen. I called it wrong. Oh, yeah, it's in... Uh-huh.
It's a 2. And the 2 went away.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely... I think it's definitely probably in here, because...
2. By the painting. In case of getting some snacks, judging... You know,
yeah, hold on. Let
over
me just
there.
kind of gauge this. All right, all right, it's going up over here. We put it back over here around the island. It goes down. It's this area.
Mm-hmm. It's a 2.
Okay.
They must have shooed.
Okay. Got all that right there.
Plate.
Wait, where? Fuck it, I'll take a picture.
On floor. 3!
Fight. Well, I got a 2-star interaction. Okay, I need to go outside and get the stuff over the perimeter. Kitchen, definitely kitchen. All right. Okay, our Sandy's like in the 80s, or you know, Amber's at 72, Joe's at 675. Well, it's fluctuating. I got like a little bit more than both you guys. Okay. All right, let's go. My team needs me. Okay, y'all moving a little bit fast. Did something happen? Everything good?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, wait a minute, or did it? Because y'all were like, well, I was like, I don't want to talk about it, man. You don't know what we just saw. Okay, okay, perimeter's set up in there. Or it's somewhat a perimeter. I might not have put the dots down correctly the best. I was just trying to, well, that might work. Looks better than I thought.
It's funny watching the plates. It's
I just
so
saw-
active with the plates.
I saw like the random cup over there in the corner, like it hopped up like the frick, like Karibu shoe from Mario Brothers 3. What was that? Did you see that on the corner, or was that just a glare? I swear.
That's a orb.
That was a weird ass looking orb.
The
Like
camera's tilted a little more to the left. I swear there was an orb.
yes, something came from the
That
left.
was not light.
See, I thought it was a glare, but obviously no, I didn't like no. See, yeah, I don't think it was no glare.
If we just turned our flashlights off.
See, there it went again. My flashlight was.
Yeah, that's an orb.
Oh, I
That's
just
an
saw it.
orb.
Yep.
Did they? It looked like
Yep,
they
that's
changed
That's
it.
another
an orb.
They look better.
Yeah, ghost orbs.
They look better now.
That's a ghost orb.
Mm-hmm.
It's more clear that it is one. Because before, like, it was very hazy. But
I wonder if they
no,
did
that's
it-
a very.
I wonder if they did it to make it like look different from the snow, because people have had like like remember how many times we had like problems thinking it was
Oh, yeah.
Oh, an object just moved.
okay. So we got orbs, which of course means you know we can't rule out my least favorite. All right, ghost orbs. All right, now we should have it in a good place where we can like see if the book light rises up. When I was in there before, it hadn't wrote in it yet.
At least the orbs also look different from the flashlight glare too,
Yeah, they show up a lot clearer now.
because the orbs have more of a bluish tone to it.
All right, I'm trying to see. Cause I thought about it. You know, I should have like went in with the UV when it was throwing stuff.
Got it.
Well,
Especially with
there's
fingerprint
always.
opportunity spell. It's throwing
Well,
stuff.
it's a little mad. Okay, let me see where we at. All right,
It's
70.
throwing stuff again.
Yeah, you guys are in the 60s. Okay, I got an idea. If he brings in the UV, I can bring in a thing of salt. 'Cause remember, we can actually try to rule it out if we can get his footprints.
I'll watch dots.
All right, I'm gonna take a crucifix in.
Crucifix. Wish you like actually shook this up and broke it to use it.
All right. Okay. That's basically all we're gonna get out of that. Hold up. Oh, that's well below freezing, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got freezing temps.
Freezing temperatures.
Okay, let me kind of check some real quick. Shit, it could be a mimic still, though. Which means we're still in the realm that could be a mimic. Okay, so we've got 2 bits of evidence now. Problem is, are they taking... Well, at least they're not going the way they usually like to go with us. You know, like, you know, when we end up, like, you know, it's like either between, like, I think it or Hantu. Let me see, because with the Mimic... Because we still need to, Okay, yeah, EMF level 5's out. Ultraviolet's in. Ghost Riding's possible. Dots is possible. Spirit Box is possible. And I think it's the Spirit Box I'm concerned about. Because we know what happens if we get Spirit Box. Because that means we're going to be in the realm where it still could be a Mimic. So we have to get Ultraviolet.
And we
We'd
always have to use the spirit box to figure that one out. When
And we'd
there's
have-
the Hantu and the Mimic.
And we'd have to like use the Ultraviolet to you know, so we have to like get UV. So yeah. We would have to like, you know, get freezing temps, Ultraviolet, Spirit Box. We'd have to like, you know, get Ghost Riding or Dots to rule to like, you know, completely rule out a Mimic. And that's what I always hate when we get down to this point, because you know dang well the main ghost I hate, probably aside from the demon, is the Mimic.
Mm-hmm. And I've been watching the dots and nothing's moved across them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
But it could just be placement.
When I select Ghost Orb, it wipes out the Mimic on my
Yeah.
screen.
Well, that's the
Well,
trick
that's
to
because
it.
it's noted as a bonus one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
there's
how
a
the,
reason. Look at the ghost page.
that's how the Mimic gets you. It's not actually listed that that's its evidence, but it is. The Mimic is like
It's in
this
the
one
fine
one.
print.
Yeah, it's got 4 bits of evidence. And and that's the thing. You could go in there. That's how it gets you. Like if you get like all the evidence for the Hantu. So basically, how we do this, the problem we have is like, let's say if we do get Spirit Box. Spirit Box. Wait, hold on. I think we got it wrong. Yeah, that's right. Oh, we got. Uh-oh. We might have a double whammy here.
Double whammy.
Ah, crap. Yeah, this is worse. Spirit Box or Ultraviolet, where if we get either of those, it's still going to be like, okay, if we get Ultraviolet, it could be a Hantu and everything, but also could be a Mimic. But if we get Spirit Box, it could be an Omrio, but also a Mimic. So we got a bit of a doozy here. That's the reason I wish we would get Ghost Riding, or because that's the thing. How it works, Joe, is that if we get Ghost Orbs like we just got, that's the problem, because there's like, you know, it's because like there's like 2 other ghosts that share like similar evidence with the Mimic, while the Mimic just has like, you know, the Ghost Orbs. Actually, no, I'm trying to think here. Hold on, I'm trying to think about this. I might be thinking too much into it. Omrio. See, because if it was the
I'm still
Omrio,
not seeing anything on dots.
see, it could be an Onryo. But the way this will set us off is that it would be the spirit box and freezing temperatures is two official evidence that, like, the Onryo and the Mimic share, but the ghost orb is the red herring one. So it could be the ghost. So ghost scores show, it's like, okay, we can say it's an Onryo. But then you go to Mimic or whatever. But then if we didn't get, it could have been like there was like an ultraviolet somewhere that we didn't know about. That's what makes the Mimic so tricky. It shares evidence with like a couple other ghosts while having like an unofficial one that could throw you off. That's the reason. Yeah, the Mimic's a pain in the ass. Okay, so what we're needing, ultraviolet, ghost riding, ghost doors, or spirit box. Well, that's the thing. We already
I've
got ghost
my eyes on the camera.
We got ghost
If
orbs.
there's anything y'all can mess with.
I do need to go back in there and check the book again. But let me see. Because we don't have any objectives where we have to get our sandy down anyway. I mean, I can go in there and cleanse the
I've not
area.
seen the book move at all, but maybe...
Okay, at least get mine up. Yeah, I can see where it moves a little faster now.
Do you need me to pull my sanity up? Pull the average up?
Yeah, I mean, everyone probably has to or whatever, just because it's at 60-something. And at least like an extra one if one of us needs it. And like, because we're not really, like, even so, we don't even like really bother with like the 25% thing. Okay. As soon as it goes up. All right. That should be pretty much fine. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, big activity spike.
Good thing I double back. Not really. I mean, it probably wouldn't have done anything. All right, it says response people who are alone as well. So if we want to get that, we have to like be in there by ourselves with it. All right. So we need dots projected. I'm thinking maybe possibly we can throw that one out, but they have like waited on it before. I'll see if I can get the jerk to talk. Or yeah, Russell Myers, punk. All right, we got them. Okay, he did step and stuff. Oh, all right, yeah, scan right there. He just stepped in it right then. Yeah, but see if we can get the UV down there, see if we can get a footprint. No footprints.
You turn your flashlight on. I don't know, no footprint still.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to do with it. Yeah, so. Are you here? Are you here? I know I said we gotta be alone, but... I heard that! How did you die? Alright, just hang back here. I'll just hang right there. Are you here? Do you want us to leave? How old are you? Oh, God! Yeah, he started stepping up on me. No, Screw that ghost. Well, I didn't get spirit box, but I mean, she probably heard that shit too.
I heard him laughing downstairs.
I wasn't laughing.
I heard him laughing downstairs.
Oh, no, I was in there like trying to get. I was like right there trying to talk to the spirit box. I was like, "Are you? Oh God!" it was trying to walk up on me, but no. We put some salt down, and right when we did, like it stepped in, and Joe scanned, and he uses a UV light, and we didn't get no footprints. So it may be possible that what that means is we narrowed it down by 2 ghosts. So if we take this out, Actually, yeah. We narrowed down like by 2, so Haunt 2 may not be included, and also that means the Mimic should be out. So we'd have to get Spirit Box. You know, I didn't check the damn book when I was in there because I was doing everything else.
Yeah.
Ghost Riding, Dots, or
I've not
Spirit
seen
Box.
anything on Dots either.
So this is a tricky one. At the very least, I'm gonna smudge the area. What? My thing's how the hell her Sandy go back down or whatever when she ain't even in
There's
there?
a little chunk of level 5.
Huh. I mean, I used the thing. That's weird.
I'm gonna go in and see if I can put some more dots down, just to kind of get a better perimeter.
Yeah, aimed towards where that window is or something, or more towards the stove.
Nah, zabwanya.
Book is empty.
Okay, at least I smudged. Okay. Okay, now hopefully, because it could be a possibility that it's just not getting on the dots in the right area. I want to try to get a better vantage point. The book was still empty.
Watch that bottom backside on the cabinets. I think I might have saw something.
You think you might saw like a short ghost or something?
I swear I saw some kind of movement, but I'm not really sure 100% because y'all were still running around a little bit in there.
All right, watching away. Let's see.
Because I kind of saw some kind of movement, but it was a little quick and stuff like that, so I don't really trust my judgment on it.
Hold up, the book just moved. The book slightly moved.
Interesting.
All right. Amber, your Sandy's the lowest. Just, take the other pills real quick. Just that way we make sure.
Yeah.
I tell you no chance. This ghost is being unpredictable as hell. This ghost is being unpredictable as hell. But it closed the, if it closed the book, that's gonna tell us it did say that if it closes the book or whatever, it won't write in it. Yeah, it didn't write in it. It nudged it. I know I saw it move.
I was just looking at this bread box and I'm like, oh, it says something. It says bread.
Okay, let's go ahead and move this around. Shit. Try that.
Give it to go.
Because she said she saw it behind the counter, so I'm trying to see if, what... I'm testing what she said. Okay, yeah, if we can't get this ghost now...
so bad.
Huh?
I was like, the view is so bad.
But you said you saw something behind the counter, so... I want to make sure this thing can't even sneeze without us, seeing, a single bit of snot fly out of its nose.
I had a funny moment. I was looking at the bread box on the counter, and I was like, "Hey, there's something written here," and then it says bread.
Yeah, it nudged the book, but that was it.
Yeah.
The problem is now if it writes in, we can't see it. I mean, we see everything else in the room.
I wonder if we'd have better luck if we just kind of try to aim it the other direction on stuff where it's out into the room itself, maybe.
I just wish it would show up on the dots, because that would make everything so much easier, and then we can just go ahead and just leave.
I'm just gonna laugh if it just really wants to talk to you. It just doesn't.
See, now what was that about? As long as they change
Apparently it's telling me to shut up because it threw the plate.
I thought that was like another book it
He
threw.
really didn't like the plates.
It looked like a plate on my end.
But that thing, it shows it's active over there in that spot. So we have not got dots yet. I mean, you said you thought you saw something. That's maybe what you saw. Maybe it was just throwing stuff earlier.
It could have been.
Because I'm thinking this. All right, I'm going to gamble on this.
Because that has happened a couple times. This was like I didn't trust it completely.
It hasn't wrote in the book. We haven't been able to get dots. But spirit box is on the board. And even though I did try it, I couldn't get it to talk within the little bit of time I was in there. I just kind of
wanting things to be a lot darker lately on the spirit box.
I
Yeah.
don't think we had any lights on.
Did you have your flashlight on?
Well, I didn't.
So here's the thing. If it's like, going by this, if it is the spirit box we need, it's an Omrio. Extinguishing a flame will cause an Omrio to attack. When threatened, the ghost will be less likely to hunt. So, but then I ain't gonna go in there and turn no fire on. And see, that's the thing. They had me play with my life earlier. Had me go in there and throw out, using incense. I don't think that actually would have counted. That would have sucked. Like if you don't leave before the incense completely goes out, it'll come after you. I'm just gonna just gamble on it and just say that it's a it's a spirit box thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go and just say. Watch me be wrong, but I'm gonna say Omrio. I think it's an Omrio.
Okay.
I mean, nothing else. I mean, we did get some evidence here. We didn't really do a whole lot. Cause like I said, we were mostly just kind of just going in here, just trying to get our bearings again. I'm saying Omrio.
Yeah, it's a good warm up.
All right, got a votes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, come on, Omrio, Jackal. It's a Jackal. And watch it be like, I swear if it's the Mimic somehow, I'm gonna be mad. Told you guys.
Welcome back.
Nice.
Job's ready for you.
I sometimes can be pretty good, and that was my actual achievement for it too, because apparently I ain't actually identified Omrio, so they didn't put in the achievement system.
Okay.
Still made a pretty dang good, spiffy
That's the
payday.
achievement.
Yeah, for the fact that we did that without even actually having the loadout I was wanting, I still am cool with it. Now, something told me something was up because it was throwing stuff. We weren't getting dots. You thought you might have saw some dots and wouldn't write in the book, and that was all we had left. And one of the things that really helped was when I had Joe go in there. I was like, dude, because right when it stepped in the salt, I was like, use the UV over here, and there was no footprints. And obviously, even though Wraith was already excluded, if the Wraith would have been on the board, that would have took Wraith off the board. All right. Now, it's time to do the things. We must do the right things.
Apparently remove the tier 1 stuff off so we can get all the tier 2 stuff in the loadout.
All right, there we go.
And there's fireworks.
I thought it was at my
So
end. I thought I heard
screwed on that
fireworks at my
one.
end too. It's like, dude, 4th of July is over. It's now officially 4+2 of July.
Yeah, we had good weather too. Like everybody should have blown up their shit and been done with it.
I mean, they definitely were here. There was there was someone right down the street from us. I mean, basically, I got mad because you're not supposed to be setting them off in public road in the middle of roads here. And there was a couple people literally right up the street. We're talking probably only about 30 feet from our house. They had them right in the middle of the road setting them off. To say, y'all came up here and got me come on vacation that time. So y'all saw I'm in a little back area, kind of like a somewhat.
Oh, I know full well how that shit goes down.
But you saw it wasn't like a heavily.
I grew up in similar.
But it wasn't like a
areas.
main. It wasn't like a main road. It was just like a little back street. But still, it was a road.
Yeah.
We're right next to this. Well, we're right next to the enormous brick building, so any sound that happens behind us just immediately gets reflected back in, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and the reason fireworks get me so bad is my family owned a firework business, and I grew up with years and years and years of hearing the worst possible things that can happen with fireworks. On top of, like, there was a shop fire or two growing up, and I just get a little antsy around the sound of them from time to time.
All right, guys. I think we're good to go on this. It's time to go to the lighthouse.
Oh boy.
This thing just
You
looks
mad?
That'll
ominous.
be interesting.
A young family recently moved into this long dormant lighthouse, but it was already home to something else. Hey, don't say that shit. And it's raining?
The map is in color. That's cool.
Oh. Gary Thompson.
Oh, nice.
Finally loading in.
Detect the ghost presence with a motion sensor. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. Capture a photo of the ghost. So yeah, this map is going to take some getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
There's
my
a bunch
God.
of rooms on top of each other.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I already knew that, but oh my God. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh my, it's like a
Running down and out of it.
You look at this right here, it actually literally, it's so detailed, it shows like the blood or whatever. No, that's wine bottles, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
CCTV. The little icons floating. It's free again.
I thought that was blood, but that's just like, you know, wine, I guess, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Very accurate photos for sure.
This is cool, though. I'm gonna say that when I get in there, I bet you. I know Mac is just gonna be milking this if he plays it. He's gonna like, you know, be looking at the map and he just see like my arrow. He's like, what floor is he on? What floor is he on? He just sees like our arrow just running for his life. Okay, he's out. Yeah, he's on that floor.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's time.
Let's do this.
I mean, it can't be that bad.
Imagine how bad this is gonna be, like, running from the ghost if it tries to hunt them.
Oh, hell no.
And then ominously lightning.
No, that's
Yeah,
not the
lightning
concern
and
here.
thunder.
The lighthouse is ominous.
There's a bell.
Big bell. I can ring
Oh
it.
shit, you can ring it. I just alerted all the ghosts. He's like, hello,
Thumbs
we're
up,
home.
Ghosty.
All right.
We're coming for you.
Point Hope Lighthouse, built at this place by the province of Massachusetts, was first lighted February 1802. It's in 2002 and include entry house. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh. Tight quarters.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be...
Okay, random ass sword here. If I found the room already, I swear. Guys? I just saw my breath.
Yo.
What?
Oh boy. Yeah, something might be down here.
Why does this book look like it's like... Oh, lightning. Lovely. Yeah, I'm seeing my breath.
Stack of books.
Wonder what kind of video games you could have fun with on this.
It'd probably be like
Oh,
one of
since
those, like,
I've
one of those
seen
mega,
one.
one of those Mega Joys, that Nintendo 64 controller that has like all those games on it. Just plug it in.
Oh, these stairs sound ominous.
I'm gonna put some.
No. This would be cool if it wasn't freaking on.
Okay. I'm going to set up a little perimeter right there just to be safe. Welcome in, Cecile. How you doing? I ain't saying this is actually...
You should come to this kitchen on the second floor.
I'll be right there. I may be wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, like, basically... Hey! One of y'all throw some... This bastard ghost just, like, knocked my tripod down the moment I put it down. I think the ghost is down here because it's throwing stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
the
go.
fridge says friend angry.
Yeah, I think it's here. Yep, that's it. It's throwing chips. First floor, Joe. It's on the first floor.
Copy that.
It's hilarious. Like, this is our first time here, and like it immediately is like, it's like, no, I'm not gonna let y'all explore this place. Joe's little dot is hilarious. He's like a little lost Pac-Man dot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Not
just
really the best angle.
no. What was hilarious is when y'all were above me, I just heard like your voice was just muffled hilariously. It sounded almost like, you know, like one of like when we've gotten like attacked by the centipede in Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a steady 4 right there.
Did anyone get a picture in like the ribs that I found in the kitchen?
I didn't go up there. I was too busy
Okay.
downstairs setting up a perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we found some remains.
We got distracted by the fridge. It says friend angry. And like refrigerator magnets. It's kind of adorable, honestly, if it wasn't so like life-threatening.
The voice spelled red rum.
I'm gonna put a motion
Has me
sensor in
thinking of the fridge from that Control game, honestly.
Oh, that, oh God, that fridge. Yeah. Check the book while you're in there too.
Copy that. Look, is blink.
Like I saw there. It's throwing ships at him. Yeah, it's at a constant 6 right now. I think it's mad. Or he's back out. Okay. So, yeah, it went to a 6 while you were in there, and we saw it throw a ship at you.
Yeah. I heard
So-
it go thunk.
So we know it's in there. My concern is if like it actually is in a because I wonder, since it threw a ship at me too. I wonder if it could possibly be that maybe it's actually in that little small area right there. We have had like issues before where we didn't put it like
At
a
least
dot.
there's more cameras.
Yeah. All right. All right. I was just looking for a little bit more. All right, let me see. We are at 79%. That's steady 6.
Yep.
All right. We're alone. All right. I'll go and set another perimeter up in here.
I'll bring in EMF again.
This gets like another
Just
vantage
in
point.
case something goes down.
Oh, it's probably gonna go down. Go down while we going up. Well, huh? Okay.
A lot of things thrown.
I'm trying to not put it on the couch. Oh, come on, whatever. Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh god.
It's going crazy out here.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
My EMF thing was going crazy outside.
No, you didn't like it did it again while we were in there. You left out and it started on us. Oh shit. He got a photo of the ghost at least. No, it popped a light bulb too, but I just heard like the email like
Yeah.
And it never went to a solid, like it never went to a 5. It kept jumping between.
It was extremely
like 1 through 4 the
indecisive.
whole time.
It was like extremely indecisive on what it wanted to do. All right, but at least I
He's
got
like,
that.
I'm going to play. It was singing the song of its people.
It's like you're trying to sing the freaking song of time or something.
Now that's how you play some dots.
This picture, like, all here was like, start playing
Watch.
Saria's song.
I'm gonna laugh if the ghost does not use dots, considering how well y'all place those dots.
Yeah, we got dots everywhere, and it's probably just gonna be like, nah.
So I see y'all got better at placing dots. Too bad I didn't use them.
It's just
Too
like all I
bad
know
I
is like we
ain't
go in
using
there,
them.
we're laughing and everything, and then like you left out. It started immediately. It went out of the first event, and then went to another one. I thought it was actually was hunting the second time, and then afterwards, we heard like a light bulb pop.
Yeah, I was not staying to find out whether or not it was hunting. I saw like something like crouched or whatever. I'm probably actually gonna go back through it, and see what the hell I had seen, like, kind of walking or crawling towards me. There was something there.
We know.
That is why I noped out.
We know something was there. It made it very well apparent it was there.
Mm-hmm. I'm
It's-
just saying,
it's-
why
it's-
didn't
it's
no one
still
go
mad
as
as hell.
fast as I did. You know, there was something there.
Well, for one thing, I got stuck on some walls. Well, damn.
It's being rude. Throwing shit around.
Now, secretly, it was at the top. It was actually up above. Like, well, actually,
I
that
would
was
have laughed so hard if it would have knocked your camera down with whatever the hell that was. Looks like a throw pillow.
no, I swear, when I first put the
Besides
camera
the
down,
throne.
I swear, like, the moment I put it down, it slapped it over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it went to the dots right
Hey,
there.
there's your motion thing.
Yeah, well, not dots, motion. It went through the motion sensor right there. I just saw it go off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it went off earlier.
Oh, you bitch!
There it goes. I straight over.
He's like, man, fuck this camera. And fuck this boat.
Ship too. It's like, this boat's in my way.
little
This
piece of
camera's also in
level
my
5.
Oh,
way.
And the next thing you know, it's like, screw this lighthouse. You hear like a loud crumbling turnaround, then tipped over the whole lighthouse.
But I didn't see it in dots though.
That's it.
Let's see if it'll play with the dots.
Yeah, because I don't want to go back in there and try to reset that camera. That goes, no. I'll go back in there when I dang well
And
please.
I've not seen orbs either, but it is definitely interacting with stuff in there.
That's the thing. For how active that ghost is, we should.
We had about a 10-second chunk EMF level 5. Almost gone.
I mean,
but
there's
that was
the other
it.
EMF
Oh,
meter. but
that's-
I wanna
it's
go
steady.
play.
No, that was steady though. That could count. It's supposed to be like if it fluctuates, like if it basically like it's a 5 minute goes down or up like immediate, like very quickly. But that
Yeah,
was a
like
steady
right
5.
here, but yeah, there was about a 10-second piece of it.
I'm gonna say that's the EMF level 5. I'm gonna go and say it.
I'm gonna hold off on it just yet But I'll definitely come back to like adding that maybe.
Do we get freezing temperatures?
Now, our temps did go down, but I mean, I didn't really stick around long enough to check the
Don't know if
thermometer.
it went below freezing.
Yeah, I didn't stick around long enough to check anything. Did we
Well-
get a book down?
I need to check that too. Well, the good news is, I mean, at the very least, it's not a
I've
demon.
not seen orbs.
If EMF level 5 is not on the list, I mean, if EMF level 5 is actually on the list, it's not a demon. But Oni is still on the table. Okay. Now. Okay. I got an idea. I'm probably gonna be dead afterwards. But I got an idea. Let's hope I ain't gonna be dead afterwards. If I'm gonna be dead afterwards, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
I'll get a picture of it.
God dang! What is this ghost's problem?
What are y'all doing?
It's not throwing
Alrighty.
everything. Throw pillows, the broom. I mean the ore.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, that is as low as it can get. That is a freezing temp. It went down there to minus 10 degrees. Holy crap!
Very cold.
That works.
I don't think it's ever went down that low.
Ghost Rider.
Okay, going by this, well, we know dang well it ain't no shade. If EMF level 5 can be believed, Jin, Shade, Oni are the twins.
I'm gonna go check out like the upper levels, see if I can find like a cursed object or something.
Yes.
Gonna check out the van. Maybe.
I'll be out there in just a second.
Yeah. Let's stick it around for a moment or two, maybe. Get the EMF thing going at least. But I got a steady one. Oh, footprint.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we got it.
Footprint.
Jin. We think it's a Jin. We got footprints. Okay, I still want to get pictures, get those feet pics. Joe, answer to say 10. You might want to watch out.
Copy that. I think I'm like really far above it, so hopefully
Yeah, you might want to take yours. They don't like you, Amber.
Yeah, clearly. Maybe he wants me to stick around forever.
All right. So if it is EMF level 5, it's definitely a Jin.
Yeah, if it's not, it has the chance between Phantom, Jinn, Poltergeist, Demon, Gorio, Mimic, and that other one that starts with an N.
The funny thing is, if it actually was a Jin and it blew that light bulb down there, it turned off the ability for it to use its own power because it actually moves faster when the lights are on. And it smacked. And I think it says turn off the location power source to prevent the. All right, so maybe you actually have to like turn off the. Maybe we have to turn off the. Well, we don't actually turn it on anyway. Okay, yeah, feet pics and all that. Hold on. I was gonna like go burn incense near it, but I will at least go in here and
Keep an eye on the dots just in case
really nice
somehow.
view from up here.
Ha! I can see him. I see his light up there. Let's just not like let this be like one of those things where like suddenly it's like, hey, it's Joe, and then all of a sudden like it's like, wait, why is this
Oh, I
flashlight
do
getting
see
closer?
him up there.
It's like, wait, why is this flashlight getting closer? And all of a sudden, thud. It's like, oh yeah.
Coming
I
back
can't
down.
see the moon
This-
through the clouds up there.
It's like, yeah, the ghost pushed him. Yeah, Amber took some Sandy medication, like kind of like, you know, so that we can hopefully get down here a little bit easier. But your Sandy's like, it's dipping rapidly.
Oh boy.
Well, it was just at like 50s. Or never mind, it's fluctuating, but still, it's like, actually, Amber, I think his is going down kind of a little bit quickly.
Huh. Also, it's throwing stuff in there.
See, the problem he's got is he has to go to that room to get out.
Yeah.
Now, our Sandy's at like 70 something, but the ghost has got plenty of time to hunt him before he gets down those stairs. If he ain't already down. Now, I
Well,
did
there
put
goes his flashlight, and him walking straight out the door, perfectly fine.
Well, I did put a crucifix down in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's out. So the only thing is, you saw there was that steady 5 that you saw earlier. If that is accurate, if it was an actual 5 as evidence, then it's a Jinn. Because we put down some salt, and we got footprints.
Cool.
There is a meter if someone wanted to double check that for any reason.
Let's see. Ghost orbs. So the thing is, let's see. We take ghost orbs off. We didn't see that dot.
We have not gotten orbs at all, so I'd like mark that one off first.
But here's the other concerning factor. Let's say it's not a EMF level 5. There's a chance. See, they're not going to trick me because it's like, okay, it could be a Jinn, the demon, or the mimic, but we know it's not the mimic because we didn't get ghost orbs. So that one's like just out on its own. So if we exclude EMF level 5, it's either a demon or a Jinn.
Well,
So, I'm going to say EMF level 5. I'm going to go with what Joe saw earlier.
you can take another meter in there and just verify. See if it pops
Yeah.
up.
Take your medication first. Take the meds.
Yeah.
Because what I'm going to do is I'll go in with you. I'm not letting him go in by himself. You know, he's going to like do this. I'm going to go in and like put down some salt. Hopefully we don't die.
That's generally the goal.
Shit.
Wrong button.
What the hell? Are both these being used up? There we go. All right.
Got nothing on
Well, it's mad. I'll say that much.
Can't really read the numbers on this meter.
On the meter.
Yeah, on the EMF meter.
You're supposed to have level 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. I just can't really read the numbers on it.
Yeah, if you throw it down, you'll be able to see it easier.
Ah, okay. Ah, dang it. Come here, you.
Oh, beat pick galore.
Too tiny.
Okay, we might want to go though. 'Cause I'm hearing him. One more for the road.
just one for good measure.
Oh yeah, we are gonna make payday tonight, boys. All the feet picks. I just oh my god! Just imagine her just looking at the board and you saw see it's just like
He stepped in the salt. Stepped in the salt. Stepped in the salt. The ghost stepped in the salt.
okay. So yeah, I think we're good. Proof of the ghost. And I like that it's just like a random butt pick of like her character model is supposed to be the ghost. Or finally proof of the ghost right there, but then I see his fuzzy right there. I think like I wonder if he actually accidentally took the picture when he was trying to get a picture of the ghost when we were all running out and he got
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, because we didn't try to get the spirit box. Is the only thing, but that EMF level 5 was
Wasn't the spirit box mostly for the mimic anyway?
Let me see. Well, yeah, actually. Well, that and the gen. Well, yeah. So that basically rules
look at
that out
this.
anyway.
10
Yeah.
seconds of level 5. Begin.
Yeah, I say level 5 because, like she said, spirit box wouldn't be a part of this because that would be for the mimic. We didn't get orbs anyway. So spirit box would be like
I
would
was
have
trying
been.
to get the dots, and I didn't need the dots.
And the only way it would have been like a mimic anyway would have been like, you know, without the door with the orbs and everything. So that automatically narrows it down to a Jinn or a demon. And we didn't get ghost writing, so I'm gonna say EMF level. As active as that ghost was or whatever, his ass like should have wrote in that book.
Yeah.
That ghost was throwing everything else around. He should have been throwing his penmanship as well. Just picture he was throwing stuff around so much we go in there and how he actually wrote in the books. He now rated like everything he threw.
Yeah, at least I got my vote in. So...
He's like, I threw this pillow,
Same.
and I threw this boat, and I was gonna throw them, but they threw themselves out. All right, I say it's a Jinn. And we're about to find out. But if it's something else, I'm gonna be mad. But it should be a Jinn, we would think. Yep, Jinn.
Boom, shakalaka.
Okay, let's see what this payday is. 'Cause this might actually be almost enough to get me to the next level. Actually, I think I just leveled up. And we got the photo camera and 500 bucks. Okay, now we have like our next level photo camera.
I got the better writing book.
And no one escaped the ghost war, but I really don't care about that. I mean, we all escaped. Just wasn't during the hunt. I'm just trying to see. Interactions 56. Time in favorite room 21. It only like stayed out of its favorite room for like 1 minute. And it was 2 events, so we didn't actually try to hunt, of course. I mean, we would have known. All right, let's see. So the camera, we got an updated camera now. How much is the up? 3,000. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that. Okay. The bony ghost. The bony ghost shot. Is a compact, easy-to-use digital camera perfect for those panic ghost photos in the dark. Like they're calling us out. Like know we're gonna like, take panic pics. With its digital photo camera, you can snap pictures of evidence and paranormal activities much faster than the previous tier. I want that mirrorless camera though, or that DSLR or whatever. It says. You can use this camera to take photos of any evidence you may find. It will only interfere with the ghost during the photo taking process. So be careful when you decide to snap a picture. Alright. We're definitely going to like start adding this one in. It seems like, okay. It might be. I think that's because that's Amber's camera at her end. All right, so I get it now. We only like need 2 of these anyway. All right.
Yeah, it kind of like does the auto loadout, so I don't really care one way or another on a lot of it.
I say we go back. Unless you guys want to take a break and go somewhere else for a second.
I mean, I didn't even really get to see past the 2nd floor of that one place, so...
I didn't see past the
might as well
first.
keep going. Okay, you've got to see the fridge. The fridge was great. Like, the ghost could have totally gotten me and Joe because we were distracted by how funny the fridge was.
I mean, just that first floor, I enjoyed it. I kind of want to just try to run up through it as quick as possible. All right, ghost presence with a motion sensor. Escape during a hunt. See a ghost event.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Alex Lee.
Investigating. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object.
Ain't that always how it goes?
Know what it's capable of.
I mean, just because you don't like Mario, don't mean you need a favorite Ouija. It's terrible, and I ain't taking it back. I forgot to oh my god, they reverted me down to like frickin'. Nah.
You get the notebook again.
Oh shit.